Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the Deluxe Ptera Charged Megazord from Power Rangers Dino Charge. This is the Gold Ranger Zord, and yeah, I have been busy a lot lately. I apologize, but let's get back into the swing of things. First the box, Charger, and then Terrazord. So, in front of the box we got, the golden Terrazord. I wish that could be the Gold Ranger, but it's the Red Ranger instead on the front. On the side, the in-show costume of the Terra Charge Megazord. This side, you got stuff involving the Chargers, like the app and whatnot. The top is the logo. Bottom is absolutely nothing important. And back is everything that this toy offers, including the Packazord, and the Ammonite Zord. They're selling a purple version of the Packazord now, and I really don't like it. So I'm trying to find a gray one, so if anybody knows if I can find one, please let me know, because I don't like the look of the purple Packazord. I like the gray one better. I'm just that picky. I'm not going to get any of the recolors unless... I mean, the Ammonite Zord isn't really much of a recolor. It's just not teal. It's more lighter blue, and really I could care less. But when it comes to stuff like the Packazord, it bugs me. So please tell me. I'm looking for that son of a twig. So here we have the Terra Charger, which this one is done out in a clear translucent plastic, just like the release of the T-Rex Charger that came with the Megazord. This one is number 6. Has a picture of a Pteranodon right there and there. Pteranodon on the back, even though in the show it says pterodactyl, but it's supposed to be Pteranodon. I don't know if pterodactyl and Pteranodon are two different pterosaurs or not. So when the charge mode, you get the fully colored mode, and again, it's animated, sort of. Let's zoom in. Surprisingly, this does have a function in the Dino Charge Morpher. Now, as you know, he does not use this morpher. He uses a different morpher, which I will get. The only thing of the Gold Ranger I won't get is the Golden Terra Saber, because I thought that the Golden Terra Saber would be a lot different, and the single release of the Golden Terra Saber is not what I expected. One, it's too small, and two, it doesn't make any sounds. It basically only lights up, and I don't like that. I want it to have sound effects, you know? So, yeah, I'm not gonna get the Golden Terra Saber unless they make a version of it that's, in a style box like, the Super Mega Saber and the, Super Mega Saber and Dino Saber thing. Anyway, here we have the Terrazord. Now, before I get into this, it did come with one thing. This little thingamajig. And basically, the head of the Terrazord came separately, and rather than the head, it was this thing put on. I don't exactly know why. They couldn't have just put like a little decal of the Terrazord's head on the box, because normally if the chest piece is too big, what Bandai of America does is they put little, markings to make it look like the head is attached there. This was more seen in toys like the Solar Streak Megazord, the what was it? It was in Solar Streak Megazord, trying to think of it. The Mach Megazord, the Paleomax Megazord. There were a couple out there that had that, which it bugs me that they, you know, included this worthless piece. Like, literally, you could just throw this in the trash. This is pretty useless. One thing that the Japanese... Actually, you know what? I'll get into the Japanese version when I get, when I review Terragordon. But that'll have to wait because I want to get the Day-Boss Charger, or not the Day-Boss Charger, the Judenchi, the Day-Boss version of the Terragordon Judenchi, so you're gonna have to wait. So yeah, very nicely done. Basically, this is done in a kind of subdued gold. It's not really too bright, but it's not too dim. And I like it very much. Now, this part was not a part of the Japanese version. This whole section I'll get into later. And, yeah, it looks pretty nice. Now, I wish there were some spots that were painted, but I can use some supplies I have to paint that in later. And, the only posability it has is the legs right here, which Japanese version didn't really have that option, so it is nice. And, there isn't really much posability so that you can point the head down while it's like this. I mean, you could rest it like that, and you cannot see a damn thing. But you can have it sitting like that if you want. Just know that the head's not snapping into any position. This whole thing is really top-heavy, or rather back-heavy, I should say. And the reason to remedy this, most people don't know, there is a little catch lever here. And without this catch lever, if it was retracted, the Terrazord would fall backwards. That's because this whole section is too small to support anything going on back here. So all you do is pull this out with your fingernail and then point the section here down. You can push it in while it's like that, but no matter what, it will help it balance a lot better. And I mean a lot better. So surprisingly, even though the Japanese version didn't have a spring-loaded gimmick, the American version surprisingly does, in this separable cannon section that you can remove if you want it to be more show accurate. There are times when I do remove it, but times when I don't. It's a weird thing. So what happens is you insert the Terra Charger into the mouth, and oh yeah, the mouth I guess you can count as posability, but really it needs to open in order to accommodate this. So once that is in, you hit the button, and that didn't work out as I'd hoped. Let me try that again without the head dismounting, that's not even a word. Anyway, and let's try that again without the head coming off. There we go. You get a pair of shoulder cannon things. That's actually pretty cool. A golden pteranodon robot that has cannons on the back of its wings. Well, how can we up the ante? What if that pterodactyl were to turn into a robot? I'm gonna... Yeah, I guess I'll leave those like that. So, let me get out my stand here. Nope, let's not fall over. Anyway, there we go. So to transform it into Megazord mode, all you gotta do is detach the back section, take the front section, and fold in the wing parts down, or in and down. These don't move, unlike the Japanese version, I'll give you that much. But, yeah. And then, oh yeah, flip in the catch lever, because you won't really need it. Take the back section. These will become the legs. Just do that, flip those in. You can fold those back if you want to, but It's okay if I leave them like that. Crotch hands. Weird, I know. Combine the two halves. Flip down this part of the wing section. Back this up because you can barely see a damn thing. I need another box. Hang on a minute, I need another box. Alright, here we go. There we go, now you can see it. No. There we go. And then open the two panels. And there you have the ptera Charge Megazord in all its glory. Booyah. And plus it's got over-the-shoulder cannons, which actually looks pretty badass. That actually looks really cool. It actually looks pretty impressive. Again, if you don't want them to be there, you can remove it. And for whatever reason, the head is detachable on here, and I don't know why. I guess we'll see later. I don't know. But anyway, so posability, full rotation here. You can move the arms in and out. The legs don't really have much. You can do that, and you can do that, though. Now, the form of weapons, in the show, he has these little side blade things. But for the toy version, he was actually given the guns up here. So you can actually mount the guns from the shoulders to the hands, which is actually pretty damn cool. And if you don't like that back section sticking out there, you can remove it, of course. And, yeah, you can have it looking like that. Give it a couple of guns, apparently, because knights apparently use guns. Well, it doesn't make sense in the contents of the show, but still, this little section is pretty fun. I'm going to leave it off, though, because I don't want to bother. Now, this does have combinations with the other Zords. Thus, by flipping these up, you reveal two Dino Zord ports. So let's get out the Megazord. Ready the Dino Charger. Raptor Zord. Ready the Charger. My arm is starting to ache really badly. I'm going to do this off screen because my arm hurts from the angle of how I positioned this. And here we have the ptera Charge Megazord. That should be out. The ptera Charge Megazord Para-Raptor formation. That should also be out. So yeah, you can also do that. It does appear in the show. So it is a thing that you can do. Because if you want to do certain things with your toys, dare I say, why not? This is actually pretty cool. So yeah, he does do this in the show, and honestly, it looks pretty cool. Now, give him a quick size comparison to the Dino Charge Megazord. Surprisingly, Dino Charge Megazord is slightly taller than ptera Charge Megazord. But wait, there's more. The ptera Charge Megazord and Dino Charge Megazords can actually combine. So first, I'm going to take off the arms here. And I dropped the charger out of the mouth. That's not really secure enough, is it? And I'll transform those back later. And basically, to prep this to combine with the Dino Charge Megazord, you're basically going to revert it to Pterazord mode, except it's not going to have a head. And you're not really going to re-engage the catch lever, because you don't really need to, as that will be shown in a minute, as soon as I get my shit together. There's that. Prepping the Dino Charge Megazord is as simple as removing the tail and helmet. That's it. Back over to here. The post right there is where you're gonna stick the helmet. A little odd and opened, but better than nowhere, I guess. And you stick the tail on these two posts here. Now, in the Japanese version, the tail would be closed, but due to how this is designed, it needed to be open. And basically, this gives it a bracing. I know the bottom is PVC, and it really doesn't work. In fact, I wish it could have cooperated in a closed manner, but they couldn't do that. So, attach this to the back. And to finish it off, he needs a new helmet, so let's give him one in the form of the Pterazord's head. Attach it right there. In fact, I cannot see how I'm doing this at all. And open the mouth. And there you have the Dino Charge Megazord Ptera formation. Ta-da! Yeah. Now, it does hinder a little bit of posability because you can't go that far back because it stops you right here. But overall, posability on this is still the same. So yeah, very nice combination, and I do like flying combinations such like this where the Megazord gains wings that it never had before. Honestly, those are my favorite combinations. It hasn't been done quite as often as I'd like it, but whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Ptera Charge Megazord is actually a pretty good Megazord, and I say pick it up because it is actually pretty interesting. Plus, this whole cannon section is pretty cool, actually. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Take care. Monster extinct!